Does it upset you that you aren't in the big three combo?
I think I am in the big three combo.
What big three combo?
The big three, man, you funny,
You're not in
man.
the. What you mean?
Funny,
You know,
man.
the combo is Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. That's what it's always been.
And I hear my name around that a lot, so.
Outside of the big three, I actually think it's a fantastic four. Because I throw Future in there.
Okay.
But not because of lyrics, but just because of impact over the last decade plus. And then I think after that, that's when you talk about the Seans, the Wale's. That's why I go.
Well, there's only one me and there's only one Wale, so. Okay, so the big three converse. So what's the question?
Do you ever be upset that you're not in that combo?
Well, shit, I hear my fucking name all the time when people talk about this big three stuff and like.
Because even when you said who'd you say your bigger three? I don't have to.
So your so-called bigger three. Right?
Oh, okay, so what people think is the okay. I got
Yeah. What
got
people think. Yeah, that's why I said your so-called bigger three.
Well, the general consensus big three.
But I also understand that I have been very inconsistent as an artist. My consistency is where I lack. I say that in that too. It's like I haven't put out music in 4 years, bro, essentially. You know what I mean? I haven't put a project out. So I can't expect to be in that conversation when I haven't been consistently feeding feeding hip hop and feeding fans and feeding, and that's something that as an artist, it hurts because I do need to, the people who do rock and ride for me, like I want to give them reasons to be fans, and I think that just comes with more consistency. But I think I'm at a point in my life where I can produce more, but still keep it on God's time and in my time. But I think the way my life is going, it's like that's one of my priorities is to like put more music out with meaning too, though. With still that feeling of feeling good about it.
Let me show you how God works. Look what my next question was. Can you be upset by what you haven't gotten out of rap if you know that you haven't been as consistent as the people in the big three?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, I'm not delusional. Like, I haven't been putting out music, so that's one of the, yeah. But I do feel like when it comes to rapping abilities that I have no limit on my rapping abilities. I feel like I can keep improving and keep getting better, and I can hang with anybody on any song. And I've proven that.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
With all of them.
With all, 100%.
Yeah, and even like with Control, the next song we did, I made sure I had a better verse on Holy Key. And that's just, that was just because I was like, wait, hold up, I gotta like make sure I'm repping my shit proper right now.
Remember I told you when I started this interview, I wanted people to get clarity on who Sean is. And I think we're doing that because I want to ask you, like, that's why I keep bringing it back to your mental health journey, because how do you think your mental health journey affected your positioning in the game, whether it be how it impacted your creativity, how people perceived you, how you carried yourself? Because in this game, you still got to show up a lot of times, even when you don't want to.
Yeah, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting having to show up. This game isn't about, those are two different things, right? So it's not really a supportive thing. Like, this industry in general isn't supportive of mental health in a sense. What I mean by that is things like consistency, things like staying hot, things like being, this and that necessarily don't always align with mental health, you know what I'm saying? And that word mental health got a stigma around it to me because it's like, I don't sit here and be like, my arm health is good today. To me, it's health, right? And I feel like when you think about a lot of our industry, a lot of people high as fuck. That's how they deal with having to be so on all the time. They're high as shit.
Escapism.
That's what I was dealing with too. I had to figure out a way to get by, to make it through. So niggas be high, niggas be drunk, niggas be off lean, off pills, off all this shit, right? To be able to function in this game because it's so exhausting and taxing. And I'm straight up here raw dogging all my emotions and shit. I'm like fighting this shit sober. It's like, Are you sober or what you do? You do anything? You smoke?
I do edibles. I do edibles. You
Yeah.
know, I like my tequila. You know, plus I experience with plant-based medicines, but for spiritual purposes. Like I've done ayahuasca, I've done shrooms.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want to hear about that. You ain't got to talk about it now. I've done shrooms too. I've done this shit, and I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but lately I just been keeping keeping a clear mind, especially while I was working on this book, working on it, finishing this album. I definitely there's a song on the album with me and Thundercat where I was off shrooms. We were all off shrooms making the album. Making the song Black Void. But I think that to answer your question, I think that has nothing to do with my positioning in the game, to me. I think that those are two separate things. And I'm not going to use the excuse of mental health on why I haven't been as consistent as I could be as an artist or as I would like to be. I think that's just how it happened.
But if you dealing with bouts of depression and you don't feel like going in the studio, you have
That's a personal problem.
Or if you don't want to go make this appearance because you feeling away, you have that right to not do that either. But all those things do affect your career.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people take hiatuses and shit. I think some people don't, but some people do, and it's just about you being accepting where you are with it. But I think that just shows the importance of putting yourself, and to me, it's important to put myself first. So yeah. I'm probably not as big as an artist as I could be or all these things. I don't blame my mental health for it though. In fact, I think that the best part of life is being able to enjoy it. And that took a lot of time that took a lot of effort for me to get there. You know what I'm saying?